So on the putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Good effort and good par putt. Fairly straightforward par 4 now. The third at the Wetlands is 460 yards straight away.
It is 460 yards. It can be chopped down a lot of different ways. 300-yard tee shot, and it's only 160. But if you're a mere mortal, 280, 180, the hole becomes that much longer, that much harder.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Still from 141 yards out, it's a green light special. Frank, you think about the great rivalries in sports, the Yankees and the Red Sox, Ollie and Frazier, and in golf, Nicklaus and Palmer. Great athletes, great teams pushing one another to great heights.
It's amazing how that's gone forward too, because Nicklaus and Palmer really became Nicklaus and Watson. Then there was like Norman Faldo, but some would say that Faldo biased 6 majors to 5 was even more important. But in this era that we're in now, I think we're all praying for that Woods-McIlroy rivalry. Woods with 14 majors, McIlroy already with 4. That really is one to celebrate over.
That will be a great look at birdie. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
Good look now at the 5th hole here at the Wetlands. Par 5, and it's a good one. 635 yards. Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Played par yesterday, this one for birdie. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. On to the par 4 6th here at the Wetlands. And, Frank, how does that water factor into the way you play this hole?
It bisects this fairway beautifully, Rich. 233 yards to the run out on the first section of fairway. And that might be worth considering for the short hitters. To try and flash it across the narrowest part of those wetlands, 276 yards. And, of course, the more horsepower you got, actually the easier this tee shot becomes.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Chance to get on a real roll.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Here's another scoring opportunity, Frank. A par 5. The 7th is just a shade under 600 yards.
And it bends gently to the left, Rich. Longer hitters can obviously get home, and nothing really to be worrying about with that second shot if you can reach. The wetlands are well to the right of this hole for the second shot. But if you want to play to the three-shotter, then that's a very safe, conservative way and really shouldn't cause you any problems whatsoever.
315. Second from an excellent lie. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, this has been impressive. Game plan, stuck to it, hitting some quality shots.
He's really done his homework on the golf course, swinging well, and, well, there's a few holes to go, too. And this round could get even better.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. On to the eighth. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of this green gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of this green. It's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop off behind this green, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So tricky little par 3.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Great, too.
Beautiful. Finishing up the front side here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club with a par 5, 621 yards. What a turn of events. Just turned this round upside down. Started off slow, but then managed to pick up the pace and back on track now. right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one. Rich, these players aren't getting a reprieve with the win right now.
Right from the start, the winds have been kicking pretty good.
Yeah, but at least it's presenting that challenge for the players that they don't get every other day.
This will test the player. I mean, it's one thing to play with no wind and perfect conditions, but as we know, golf is a game of variables.
Yeah, and better strike will be rewarded today.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
That's another green hit in regulation, and that has been the story all day, just wearing out the center of that club face. It is in the hole for a birdie. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Just a beautiful approach shot. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Frank, you hate to miss it from that distance.
More than a setback there.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Good putt. Strategy here, Frank.
Somehow find the fairway, Rich. This is brutal. Miss it left or miss it right. But it's Florida. Fairways are wide enough, soft enough. But a good tee shot still going to leave you a lengthy second. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
He has this for a birdie. And he has it for birdie. Stepping up to the tee at the first par 5 on this back nine. It's the 12th, and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this hole bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 and 2, but anything around the front or front left, it's still going to leave a relatively simple pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee, think of birdie at least here.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Shouldn't be a problem here. And Frank, this is just an absolute bludgeoning right now. An eagle, and the lead widens. Now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what are the options here?
Well, another straight one required here, Rich. It's 450. It's not overly long in today's standard, but still, that fairway widens up where the longer hitters will actually hit. And bunkers, once again, short of a green. So as long as you can fly that second shot to at least the front of the green, then they really do not come into play.
Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
So a tester from 4 feet. Right in the heart. Moving on to the tricky 14th here at the Wetlands. It's 204 yards, but there is plenty of trouble out there. Good-looking shot right here. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated off line. It's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
Just a little tap in here. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands, 590 yards.
Oh, I like that. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a line like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
We'll make birdie if this drops. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going. Keeps the momentum on his side.
Moving to the 16th hole here at the Wetlands, 455-yard par 4, and you can see, Frank, that green is heavily guarded.
And consequently, you're really going to have to judge that second shot. Know your yardage, and also good strikes required to safely keep the ball on the putting surface.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. And getting ready for the putt. Par 3 17th, Frank, it's 238 yards.
There's still a chance for birdie here, though. Green shape's a little bit to the player's right, so a nice high draw coming in here. Even finding the middle of the putting surface will give you a chance to putt to really any position on this green.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Trying to make yet another birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, this is it, Frank, the 18th hole. And on paper, it looks like you can get this one. You can make a birdie because it's only 377 yards.
You're exactly right, Rich. Just a nice drive. Doesn't even have to be a driver here. It's going to set you up really short iron wedge into this short par 4. And well, I always like to finish on a birdie. I know you do too, because a little walk to the clubhouse there on the left, maybe a hot dog or a hamburger.
That one came right off the meat of the bat. He really laid into that.
More than got a piece of that.
Setting up for an approach shot here. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the BioWare Classic. He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow through. He's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round. And a great start.
On to the second hole, par 3 of 225 yards. Good hole, Frank.
It certainly is, and the two bunkers, one left and one right, they remind you where not to go, but they don't really encroach on the green. So stay with a positive attitude on that tee, and you'll find that green is plenty big enough.
Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday and trying for another one today. Well, how about this start? Birdie to open the round. We're at the third hole now at the Wetlands. It's a par 4, 460 yards. Frank, you watched the Web.com Tour event down here, and what'd you see when the young bombers came to this hole?
Oh, this is a hole they just love, Rich. You know, it's flat, it's long, and it's straight, so they just tee it up, aim it straight at the green, hit it as hard as they can. And some of these guys were just going in with an 8 or a 9 iron. It's quite amazing. And, of course, when you go with an 8 or a 9 iron into this hole, you look at 3 more often than not.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms. Ready to go. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Drops for a birdie. Wow, check this out, Frank. Par 3, fourth, 250 yards. This is a really cool hole.
It is. You tee off, and that tee shot right across the swampland into a crescent-shaped green. And, of course, it is protected by that bunker that just cuts in. It doesn't give you very much depth on that middle line of the green. So if the pin's in the middle, that's when the hole plays its most difficult.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now to the fifth hole here at the Wetlands. Par 5, 635 yards. A lot going on here, Frank.
The shorter hitters don't really worry about the swampland on the left, because it really only cuts in to worry the longer hitters if you want to try and reach this par 5 and 2. So shorter hitters, 2 good shots, set up a wedge shot. Longer hitters, are you straight enough to hit it into the narrowest part of the fairway?
Long and straight, about 320 yards, and in the fairway.
What a great shot.
Third shot, looking for a good one. What a shot. Perfectly placed right next to the hole. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Continuing to putt with confidence. Par 4 sixth here at the Wetlands, 440 yards and water to deal with.
Two choices here, Rich. Lay it up short of the Wetlands, or, well, chance it, brave enough, tee it up and flash it across the Wetlands with just a mere short iron into this lengthy par 4. Oh, it's fine.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
That is classy.
They had a chance of going in.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Mark a birdie on the card. Here at the par 5 7th at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club, 592 yards. Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5. His second shot. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Eighth hole here at the Wetlands, par 3, 203 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, actually, but you have to have a little look at your yardage book, because that front bunker will make this hole look a little shorter to the eye than actually what it plays. Green gets a little narrow as it gets deeper, but flat. And, well, I wouldn't say easy. 3 here, not too bad.
This one looks right on point. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Chance to get it close here. Frank, at this, the highest level, stroke play, really it seems to me to be all about not wasting shots because the margin for error is so razor thin. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. So here we go on the back nine at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo for EA Sports. And Frank, I'm pumped up for this second nine.
Oh, this is a hard hole, Rich, and anything long or left and you're guaranteed to be wet. That's for sure. 3 bunkers short. And the fun zone. That's the green just beyond those.
Well, that's how you play the game. Right there. Getting set now over the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Par 4 11th, 443 yards. What's the best strategy here, Frank?
Somehow find the fairway, Rich. This is brutal. Miss it left or miss it right. But it's Florida. Fairways are wide enough, soft enough. But a good tee shot still going to leave you a lengthy second.
Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Well, that has to be 325 if it's an inch. Should be safely on deck.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Wow, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
So they'll tap in. In the hole for a birdie. So on this back nine, we started with a par 3, then a par 4, and now we get to a par 5. The 12th is 576 yards.
Yeah, nice blend of holes there that you just referenced. 11 bends to the left, consequently 12 will bend in the other direction. Good drive required. And from there, just setting up perhaps, 7 iron, 6 iron, into a green that's sort of fairly uniform in shape and should present a birdie with a good second shot.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. Frank, golf may be the best sport to follow from this standpoint. You can get closer to the great athlete in golf than you can in any other sport. You could stand 5 feet from Tiger Woods at a tee box as he's getting ready to drive. I mean, that's really unusual in sports.
Yeah, it's a different type of spectator sport, especially if you follow your favorite player all the way around the golf course. Because it's not like waiting for your favorite hitter in a baseball game. You've got to wait several innings. You can literally see him hit every single shot right through the park.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Right in the heart. Now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what are the options here?
Well, another straight one required here, Rich. It's 450. It's not overly long in today's standard, but still, that fairway widens up where the longer hitters will actually hit. And bunkers, once again, short of a green. So as long as you can fly that second shot to at least the front of the green, then they really do not come into play.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
And getting ready for the putt. Drops it in for birdie. Moving on to the tricky 14th here at the Wetlands. It's 204 yards, but there is plenty of trouble out there. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Stroked that with authority. Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands. It's 590 yards.
Which is really a tempting yardage. A good tee shot, perhaps think of reaching the par 5 and 2. But this green well protected by 3 bunkers, 2 on the left side and 1 short right. But fortune favors the brave. At least that's what I was told.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Well, you really moved that one. 320 yards and in the fairway.
Second shot.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Hold it, Frank.
Great pitch up.
Stepping up here on the 15th tee at the Wetlands, this is a 590-yard par 5. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Setting up for an approach shot here. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Just a little tap in here. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Here we go at the 17th. It's a par 3, and it takes one good strike. That's what you like about par 3s of this length, Frank. 238 yards. Can't fake it here.
You certainly can't, and that green just shapes a little bit to the player's right. So the best shot to hit in here would be a little draw. And that is also the avenue provided by those 2 bunkers. One short left and the other one back right.
Well, it's obvious he is in complete command of his golf ball right now. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you hit the 3-wood, 250, 260 yards, do the maths. It's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no. We don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
A sensational shot right there, Frank.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole to date.
That's the idea. Just knock it in. And that wraps up the final round. Just a great performance by our champion today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. I think this one will have to go down in the books as an absolute classic. Fantastic play, not only in the course today, but all week long.